Welcome to the Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, where every cup tells a story, and every story starts with a sip. Join us on a journey of adventure, camaraderie, and of course, the finest brews, served hot and steeped in mystery. From dragons to ancient legends, we're brewing up more than just coffee. Today's tale begins as Patches prepares to unveil a special healing potion, crafted with care, kindness, and just a hint of enchantment. But not all who seek healing come with honest hearts. As whispers grow and shadows creep into the corners of the tavern, trouble brews, but not in the kitchen. Now, grab your mug, settle in, and get ready for the next chapter in our brewing saga. Episode 21, Patches Healing Potion. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingled with the sense of herbs and spices as Patches prepared for the day at Dungeon Brew Tavern. The sun filtered through the windows, casting warm, inviting rays over the wooden tables and the shelves lined with jars and ingredients. Today, she was unveiling a special brew that had been weeks in the making, a healing potion designed to mend minor ailments and uplift spirits. Patches stood behind the counter, her calico fur gleaming in the morning light. She arranged her ingredients with care, humming a soft tune as she mixed dried lavender, chamomile, and a touch of honey into a steaming pot. As the mixture bubbled and frothed, she could feel the gentle magic rising from the brew, filling the tavern with a soothing energy. Java, fluttering in excitement, his tiny wings buzzing, perched on the edge of the counter. His eyes gleamed with curiosity.
Are you ready for your big reveal?
Absolutely. This potion can heal minor aches and pains, but there's a catch. It only works for those with good intentions. I want to create a space where everyone feels safe and cared for.
That's a wonderful idea, but how will we know if they have good intentions?
That's part of the magic. Potion will sense their hearts. If they're genuine, it will work. If not, they'll just get a nice warm drink instead.
As the brew finished, the aroma wafted throughout Dungeon Brew, drawing patrons in like moths to a flame. Word spread quickly, and soon, the tavern was bustling with people eager to try the new healing potion. Laughter and chatter filled the space, creating a vibrant atmosphere. However, amid the jovial crowd, Java couldn't shake a nagging feeling of unease. He spotted a group of individuals gathered at a table in the corner, their hushed whispers and shifty glances catching his attention. They didn't seem to belong here, and their intentions felt murky at best.
Patches, are you sure this is a good idea? What if they're not here for healing?
Everyone deserves a chance, Java. Potion will only help those who are sincere.
As patrons continued to line up for the potion, Fate's Scold entered the tavern, her presence commanding attention. Her eyes scanned the room, landing on Patches behind the counter.
I sense a shift in the air. What's happening here?
Patches beamed as she ladled the healing potion into cups, the warm glow radiating from the brew.
I've created a potion that heals minor ailments, but it only works for those with good intentions.
Fate's expression shifted, the corners of her mouth curving into a thoughtful frown.
That's admirable, but it may attract those with ulterior motives. This could be a test for the true protectors of the tavern.
What do you mean, a test?
Java flapped his wings anxiously, eyeing the corner where the suspicious patrons were seated. Fate stepped closer, her voice low.
The tavern is a sanctuary, a place of refuge. If darkness seeks to infiltrate it, we must stand vigilant. Your healing potion may draw in those who wish to exploit its power.
Just then, the group from the corner approached the counter, their demeanor shifting as they caught sight of Patches' potion. One of them, a tall figure with a sly grin, stepped forward.
We hear you have a special brew that can heal. We could use some of that.
Of course. Just a sip will do wonders.
Java exchanged a worried glance with Fate, who subtly nodded, her expression serious. As Patches poured the potion into a cup, the tall figure leaned closer, eyeing the glowing liquid with interest.
You know, a potion like that could be quite valuable. I wonder how many we could acquire if we helped ourselves.
Just remember, it only works for those with good intentions.
The figure smirked, taking a sip. For a moment, his eyes widened as the potion flowed through him, warmth spreading from his core. But then, his expression darkened, and he laughed, a chilling, hollow sound.
Good intentions, you say? Well, we'll see about that.
As he spoke, a ripple of unease washed through the tavern. The air thickened, the jovial atmosphere shifting to something more tense. Java's heart raced, and he glanced at Fate, who stepped forward, her voice firm. Her eyes locked onto the group.
Leave this place. You are not welcome here. Dungeon Brew is a sanctuary for those with pure hearts. If you seek to disrupt its peace, you will face the consequences.
Consequences? What can you do, little mystic? We're here for the potion, and you can't stop us.
Fate raised her hand, the air crackling with energy. Java, feeling a surge of bravery, flew up beside Fate.
You underestimate the magic woven into these walls. I suggest you leave while you still can.
We're not afraid of you. This tavern protects those who truly belong.
The tension escalated, but just as it seemed the confrontation would boil over, the group exchanged worried glances. The tall figure, realizing he was outmatched, took a step back, his bravado faltering.
Fine. Enjoy your little tavern. But we'll be watching.
With that, they retreated, slipping out of the tavern as the atmosphere slowly returned to normal. Patrons resumed their chatter, though whispers of the encounter lingered in the air. Patches looked at Fate, concern etched across her face.
I didn't mean to bring trouble to the tavern.
You created something beautiful, and your intentions are pure. But remember, even the brightest light can attract shadows. We must remain vigilant and protect what we hold dear.
Fate softened, placing a reassuring hand on Patch's shoulder. Java nodded, his heart swelling with pride for his friends.
We're a team, and we'll face whatever challenges come our way.
As calm returned to the tavern, the scent of healing herbs still lingered, mingling with a subtle smokiness. No, not from the fireplace. A new smell entered the room, sharp and spicy, followed by a dramatic sneeze from one of the patrons near the door.
The stars. What is that? Pepper? Cinnamon? Fire?
Nyved strutted in with a mischievous grin, his tiny wings fanning the air behind him. Smoke curled from his nostrils, and a small jar dangled from his claw, its contents glowing faintly red.
Fear not, friends. Just testing my newest spice blend. Think of it as Ambrosia Ember. Pairs delightfully with Patch's potion, I suspect.
Only if it doesn't melt their tongues off, Nyved.
I've toned it down. Slightly. Besides, it might scare off anyone else looking to exploit our hospitality.
He shot a glance at the door where the unwelcome guests had exited. Fate gave a small nod of approval, her watchful gaze lingering for a moment before she turned toward the window.
Maybe we should offer a combo, my healing potion after they try Nyved's spice.
Healing for the brave. I like it.
Before laughter could fully settle, the tavern door burst open again, but this time, not from menace. A gust of wind announced the arrival of Braticus Aurelius, mud on his boots and a branch stuck in his braided beard.
Did someone say trouble? Or was that just my stomach talking? Smells like herbs, fire, and justice in here.
Mostly herbs and Nyved.
We had a bit of a situation, but it's handled now.
And I missed the action again? No matter, I brought news. The roads east are whispering. Travelers speak of someone seeking ancient brews and artifacts. Someone not unlike our recent guests.
Then our sanctuary may be more visible than we thought.
The companions gathered around the bar, their expressions growing solemn. Patches served warm cups of her potion to each of them, the soft golden steam curling into the space between them.
Whatever comes, we face it together. With strength, heart, and maybe just a dash of Nyved's spice.
To strange potions, strong hearts, and friends who don't flinch at fire.
To good company, and maybe a snack?
I'll warm the cider. But no more spice for Braticus. Remember the last time?
Laughter echoed through Dungeon Brew once again, rich and full. Shadows may have tested them, but light lived in their laughter, in their loyalty, and in the magic of their shared purpose. With renewed resolve, the group stood together, united as guardians of Dungeon Brew. As the day faded into twilight, they prepared for whatever adventures lay ahead, knowing that their strength and friendship would light the path through darkness. The fire is low, the mugs are empty, and tonight's tale has come to an end. But the journey is far from over. Thank you for gathering with us at Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, where adventure brews with every sip. Join us next time as new challenges arise, mysteries deepen, and the magic of the tavern unfolds. If you enjoyed this taste of adventure, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode. We'll save a seat for you at the tavern. See you soon.
Plot holes. They lurk in the shadows of your story, waiting to derail your narrative when you least expect it. But don't worry. A Fiction Writer's Guide to Plot Holes by author Anne Snizek is here to help. This handy guide gives you the tools you need to spot, fix, and prevent plot holes before they become a problem. Ready to keep your story airtight? Grab your copy on Amazon today.